thing. You could even use like that one. You can use that.
Yeah, bro. It's just actually hard as shit.
And that one's like really old. It's from '88.
Yeah, it's in black and white and shit. Marco. Yeah. D.
I wish that keeping it real really was contagious. Cause I be showing love, always make me face you. But that's what's in my heart, I can never change it. I just wish that these were reciprocated. I told my lawyer change the situation.
Podcast this week is Baby C-Mac.
Cargo move like that. Fuck with that door like
I want to meet Bernard Arnault.
Bernard, what?
Bernard Arnault.
Who's that?
The nigga who on LVMH.
But like the two niggas, like KHALID and Amir, they always like mention some shit I never know.
Right.
Like,
Bernard
I'd be
Arnault
like, damn.
is the richest man in Europe.
Yeah.
At one point,
LVMH.
yeah. At one point, he was the richest man in the world for like a slight second.
That was, must have been back in the day too.
Not like very recently.
Cold.
They acquired Tiffany for like $5 billion.
So he's the owner of LVMH, not Louis.
Head honcho
Tough.
owns Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, and every subsidiary brand that falls under those.
Super old ass cat.
Super. But he got a son who's more tapped in with the culture, and
Where
that
he gets
son,
his little info.
yeah, the son they gave him, I think it was Ramoa, to kind of take over. His dad was like, "Here, son, like take this brand and see if you can make it cool. Like, here's a
I
test."
trust you.
Yeah, take. I think it was Ramoa, to like take over and see if you could make it cool or whatever. And
That reminds me of like I watched this one documentary on Netflix. It was about like this hockey team. I think I told y'all before. But the dad was like the real like mobster. He was like the real Joey Soprano. Like they made the movie about him, and he was in Toronto and bought his son a whole hockey team after he injured his like knee, and brought a whole team to the city, and they were called like the Trashers, and they would like just start the game off by beating people up and shit, and then like it went viral after like the fucking documentary, and, like Drake wore like the jersey. But that's like some boss ass like dad shit that you do, like just buy your kid.
no, it's a fact. That's like, and that's the thing. A lot of people talk so much shit about like rich kids inheriting shit, but like honestly, bro, I've always thought about it the opposite way. It's like, nigga, don't you want to make a fuck ton of money in this life, and don't you want to pass something on to your children? Like,
That's the whole goal.
you get me? Like, isn't the goal of life to make your children's lives as easy as possible?
That's literally the
Right?
whole goal.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like so many people get so
You know
much.
what it is though.
What?
Like niggas just gonna hate.
Niggas just gonna hate. Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
But there's this big stigma around like, oh, he didn't work for shit. Like, obviously it's not the best example, but like Donald Trump, yeah, he's a shithead for so many different reasons. But like a lot of niggas also like the fact that he is a billionaire or whatever, niggas also kind of like gave him shit. He's like, well, he inherited like $1 million from his dad to like start his
I think
business.
I watched
so.
a documentary on that too. Like he flipped that shit. Like,
flipped
took
that
the
shit,
pack and
yeah.
Flipped
Yeah,
that
he
bitch
flipped
a
it,
million
he
times
flipped
over.
that,
So
yeah.
it's like
Definitely, he became president.
Yeah, so obviously
So
he
it's
didn't
like-
get it.
it's
Yeah,
like-
he didn't get it out the mud for sure. Like,
No,
you
he
know,
did in a sense. It's like
he got it out
bro,
the river.
He did
it's
not
a
get it out the
different-
mud.
It's not necessarily the mud, but he got it on a different level. And I'm not trying to like boost his ego, but it's just like there's
Trump, if
different
you're
levels to it.
listening.
Yeah, I agree. Like to flip $1 million into $2 million is hard. It's hard enough on its own. Let's keep it a bill, right? It's
Cause what do you do? Like if you got $1 million, like if you're the average nigga and you got $1 million, what do you do?
I'm buying
buy
a
what
crib
you
right
like.
now.
it's
I mean,
it's very easy to
most
make
men
money
now
when you have
because
money.
of like social media and whatnot. But like that's
I
why I
don't
feel
know.
like how they're raised. But like some niggas, they're gonna buy what they want it.
Yeah, niggas gonna fuck up the
They're
check
like-
at first.
I don't think Donald Trump did that. I think he probably did.
Remember when niggas was saying they was taking the meeting with Jay-Z over the 500?
I'm not doing that, bro.
You know, and I thought about it on deeper actually like recently, and I'm thinking like, bro, the only reason like the title would actually like, or the title, just meeting with Jay-Z would make sense is if you already had money.
Why do you think that?
Because it's like then you can actually like you can go in like business with them or do something like for somebody, even if you had like mediocre money. Like
I was just gonna say, what if you take the meeting and Jay-Z fuck with like where your head's like you got good ideas or whatever, and the nigga ends up giving you more than whatever the 500,
the 500
yeah.
is, right?
It's almost like road less traveled sometimes is like the route to go.
No, I feel you. That's what I guess everybody was debating, but then like
But I was saying,
until he
like-
tweeted that shit.
Okay, like
What?
I was saying, like, what if he was just like on some like old head shit, like, cause like, yo, some nigga came in the store the other day, as example, like on some old head shit, like, hey man, like, this is what you need to do. Instead of like actually like, hey man, talk to this person, he's just like, hey brother, what you need to do is meditate, like, eat good, like,
Gave you some shit you already knew type
like,
shit.
all right, bro, like, yeah, like.
Some nice
Oh,
reminders.
Yeah, like,
Jay-Z just gonna be on
like
that
some
shit.
good like head, like, hey bro, don't ever let people talk to you.
Pat
like
you
this
on
and
the
that.
back
Like
type
pat
shit.
you on the back type shit, like, and that's cool. But like, what if that's the case? Are you gonna be happy with that, or are you gonna take the risk with?
I'm obviously gonna be like
It's a risk.
pissed.
But, yeah.
I don't know.
It's definitely a risk, but honestly, in my opinion, I feel like I don't know. Like, you ever heard that analogy where it's I can't think of the exact analogy right now, but it's like teach a man to fish. You feel me? Like it's basically that same analogy of like you could either give somebody the fish or you could teach them how to fish.
Yeah.
But they say Jay-Z don't be doing that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Somebody
I'm
said
taking
that?
the 500. Like, didn't Young Thug say that? Like, if I'm a billionaire,
You watched the Young Thug
I'm gonna show you
interview?
I'm gonna show you how to make $1 billion. Like, that's kind of the truth.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna show you how to make $1 billion. What do you need? Like, really? What
He's
do
like,
you
I'll
really
have
need?
the
Like,
most features.
Like, if it's definitely that type of meal, like, what do you need? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, cool. If it's not, like, all right, bro, give me the $500. Like,
I mean, that's just literally the risk you have to take if you're gonna go sit down and have that fucking lunch with bro. But for me right now, I'm gonna take that 500. I just need the 5 right now.
Facts. But
I'm gonna run it up with the 5 real quick.
but
nigga, I would really run it up.
to play devil's advocate, like what if
Go
what
ahead.
if you had a really good idea, whether it was a podcast or whether it was like a brand or some shit, whatever, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna give you $2 million to like, and be a partner or whatever, like,
That's the best case scenario.
that's
Like if
best,
I knew,
obviously the best case, yeah, but it's not guaranteed, but maybe that meeting could turn into more than 500,000. You get what I mean?
It could.
you can gamble it.
It's possible.
It's a gamble.
I'd be
But
like,
it's like,
I'm struggling to come up with topics, so I ain't got nothing for Jay right now. I'm like,
I don't know.
but you watched the Thug interview too?
Yeah. I didn't
like-
watch. Oh, I listened to it.
You listened to some of it?
I listened to the whole thing. Yeah.
But I do like that one part when he was talking about like Jay-Z and like Drake and all them and like what the difference is as far as like Drake really gonna like, he knows he's Mr. Clout. He's already got all the money. Like that's why he does so many features, just cause like
Right.
basically helping niggas out. And like that's why I guess I was basically like saying about like Kanye, why like as a fan I rock with Drake a little bit more, just cause like
you think Jay does that more than Kanye?
hell yeah, what new niggas do you see Kanye put on?
New.
Good was the label that did that for a minute.
070.
They got
I
big.
mean, I should say put on, but
Well, I should
He
start.
put on- they put on
I'll
Designer.
start with the beginning. It started with Big Sean. It started with Consequence. He didn't really do shit, but Cudi. It was Big Sean. Cudi was the main starters, and then it expanded. Then
I thought you was talking about like recent, like new, like new.
Well, just good
Yeah,
music
he was
in
talking
general.
from the beginning.
How good music started. It started with Kanye got Big Sean early. He got Cudi early, put them on. And then he started getting people like Designer and
They had a good run.
He got Mr. Hudson. Mr. Hudson didn't really do anything either.
Damn, I don't even know that nigga.
Mr. Hudson was a white.
Mr. Hudson.
He was a white London cat. He was supposed to be like the R&B like James Blake type of a cat. I don't think anything really came of it really.
But he gave it to Pusha. Pusha started like he
Pusha,
was
yeah.
CEO, still the president.
Even if you remember like good
2 Chainz.
Cruel Summer.
Remember that was a good ass run.
That was a
they
good
had, though.
lineup. Yeah, they had 2 Chainz eventually. When Cruel Summer came out, that was when it was like fully loaded.
Impact.
It was Big Sean was popping, Cudi was huge, Pusha was on it, 2 Chainz, like all like.
I like teams like that, like
Yeah.
in rap and shit. I don't know, Like, who's the closest like to something like that now?
Now I feel like
I remember Maybach Music, like they would all be rocking together. Like,
I feel like
Closest to good
Travis.
music right now.
Hmm?
You're saying the closest to good music right now?
I think Travis
not just good
is
music,
doing
but
it.
just like a group that like actually seems like they fuck with each other and they're kind of moving together.
Cactus Jack
Travis Ed, that's a good one. But I only see Dawn though.
and Shaq and
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I guess YSL, obviously,
yeah.
definitely YSL. Like,
Yeah. But
got-
are there superstars on the lineup other than like Thug
Gunna.
and Gunna?
I mean, yeah, like
superstars.
like Wheezy, and like producers and shit. But not like no crazy ass like. That is true because the good music had like 2
Superstars.
Chainz. Yeah, mad superstars back
It's
to
like
back.
them niggas stood alone on their own, and a lot of these niggas ended up making their own like subsidiary labels, and even Travis was good music,
Yeah, that's a fact.
you know.
Actually, that's what another thing that like kind of
I
always.
think
Like,
it's just not enough time yet, honestly.
why you
not
say
enough
that?
what?
There's always time.
I mean, like, we still need like a few more years for like those artists to
I don't know. I don't think so.
literally, because like it takes time to make an album. So we need a few years for those artists to make their money back on those albums. To
Oh,
maybe
you saying
start a
for some
label.
superstars
Like,
to come up?
Cardi's barely starting the label. How many years has it been?
I don't even know, but to me it's been like 1 year. He got like Ken Carson. That's all I know.
I don't know. I'm not that deep into
I
it.
think that specific umbrella starts with Rocky, and Rocky kind of had a lot of failed experiments along with like Tyler Creator. Wouldn't even call them experiments, but like, you know, artists.
That's probably the most recent like all lineups like superstars like niggas that go under the ASAP umbrella. Like they all came out to be some. I would even put Uzi under the ASAP umbrella.
Can you though?
I mean, he was around them like Mad OD picked up a lot of game. It wasn't like Cardi like. Cardi was stamped in.
So what happened with Uzi? He went on tour early with Don Cannon. He went on tour with Wiz Khalifa and Don Cannon and DJ Drama. Basically discovered him while he was like on this little tour. He wasn't even playing shows. He was just on the tour with these niggas, like, you know, almost entourage. Don Cannon and DJ Drama like found him and put him on after that. And like, you know, when you have them two niggas like backing you, bro, you're gonna succeed.
No, that's a fact. And then they do good too. They got Jack Harlow.
Jack
Same
Harlow
way.
now, yeah.
Remember Uzi and Jack Harlow were beefing?
Yeah.
Like,
And like that's the thing, you see Jack Harlow everywhere though.
I
like,
think Uzi
everywhere.
never would have thought Jack was about to be like how popping he is now.
I don't even
Jack is
understand
outta
it.
here.
Like I like no hate to Jack Harlow at all. Like, you know, he's cool, but I don't.
It makes sense to me, bro. He'd
You
be
don't
like,
understand-
I
you
knew
don't
from the
understand
jump, like it was an old ass song. It was kind of like a singing song. The homie showed me, and I'm like, bro, this nigga is like super talented.
Yeah, he could rap his ass off.
But this was like a singing song with Bryson Tiller, like 2000, I want to say 18. And I'm like, oh, this nigga's cold. But I think Jack is in a space where it's like he can play like we take him seriously as like a real rapper, and he can still like play like that like white boy Little Dicky. Like he's like almost in the middle space kind of area for that. Super relatable, easy, like marketable too. Jack is like he's running it up.
Drake tried it for a second with OVO,
Well, I think OVO's still good.
and now he's kind of just like, I think he just took the fucking rock and just like, you know,
As he needs.
he's like,
to.
just pass me the rock, bro. Like he don't even put The Weeknd and him like got fake beef or whatever.
Yeah, they're straight now. But that was like a thing.
He tried with McConan, and like he ended up getting beat up and like tossed out of OVO.
I remember that.
But,
And who else?
No, we're
And
missing
Bryson,
the big one. Not Bryson.
Party Next Door.
Yeah, Party Next Door.
Yeah.
That was like the big one.
Yeah, but now I think Party Next Door, I think any hit that he had like in the chambers, honestly, I think like somebody else just took the song and was like, let me get this one. Like,
See,
I
that
think he a
narrative
crazy
gets
ghostwriter.
painted about OVO, like how they say the OVO sweatshop, like, oh, Drake got everybody in there like ghost riding, and like I don't really.
Because who's he put
believe
on
that,
for
though.
real? Who has he actually put on?
bro, he's put.
Like Smiley. Smiley's the most
Let me
recent.
know.
Or it's not necessarily put on. It's like exposure, and then you think about people on his label. It's like, all right, Roy Woods. He's a solid artist. It's not like
Oh,
he's
Roy
like
Woods.
a trash artist, unless maybe he is. We don't know. I guess I don't know. But like, he put on Party Next Door. people didn't know about Party Next Door. He was a songwriter.
It'd
Like,
be super easy for Drake to put on anybody right now.
But I mean, Drake's put on a lot of people. Maybe not sign them under the umbrella, but you could put Block Boy JB under there.
Yeah.
You could put
Yeah.
goddamn most recent Smiley, the fucking with the I miss the Gucci. I want Prana. I want Donna. That
It all came to a head when the whole.
you think he touches like the
who?
mainstream more?
I don't. They kind of have their own thing though, like popcorn.
Yeah, they have their own
shit.
thing, but what he's doing is like what Thug is basically saying is just like introducing like a different market. It's putting like more people on
Yeah.
to it. So it's like,
I don't know. He got the power to put damn near anybody on, but like.
I think that feature is his version of putting people on.
And it all came to a head when the whole rest in peace XXX shit happened. Like.
Oh, when like they were accusing him
Look,
of taking the
yeah.
flow and shit.
Because he did.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like he did take that flow though. That flow was like too like on point.
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely was.
I mean, some of this is actually like
Maybe
kind of
he-
on our topic leaks. The rumors of like Kendrick's supposed to be dropping some shit on Friday. That's what niggas are like spectating like super high.
He's definitely not gonna drop something on Friday if we anticipating it.
Did you you know
That's just how-
that's some Kendrick ass shit, right? To like
That's just
purposely
what
not
niggas-
drop it now.
No, I'm not dropping shit.
But this is his last album on TDE. So like that's like a whole big thing. I think he's about to go crazy with this PF Lang shit. Like they're the ones who do all like the Baby Keem videos. And I think yeah, that's what I've seen from PF Lang. They drop like some merch and shit too. But I think he's just about to go crazy with that shit. And I haven't heard any of the leaks, but I guess like some leaks came out today too.
Yo, music videos is
Hey, that's
getting
right up your alley.
really good.
Huh?
Music videos is starting to get really fucking good.
Yeah, but
You know,
Like-
I credit that too. Like, I don't want to say like him specifically, but like the baby, like he took his like music videos very, very serious and like
Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll you know,
yeah,
I'll let that pass. I will say like Baby Keem had probably my favorite video of the year. The one with Travis Scott.
oh yeah, do-rag activity.
Dude, I thought that video like it was underrated too. Not a lot
I
of
didn't
people
even
talked
watch
about
that.
it.
I didn't watch that video.
That
I
was
watched
tough.
Such a fucking
one with
good
Kendrick.
video.
Oh yeah,
That joint was, yeah.
And I just seen
People
one.
overanalyzed it.
yeah.
I just seen one today. This new Comethazine single. Forgot the name of the song, but it's like him basically doing this like bank robbery. It's all shot in like one single shot. So
Oh, is
one-
that for that one song like the "Please Spin Back"? The "Please Spin Back"?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
He got a new project out, but it's for one of the singles on it. But it's one single shot for this whole bank robbery. Like these niggas like run in the door, kick the door in, rob the bank, go in the back, and like there's not a single cut. It's just all one single shot. And like to
That's
actually
tough.
do that, to execute that is hard as fuck. So it's like
You respect the
the
art,
the director has to have everything like so fucking precise and to the T like that, you know. You gotta give it credit. And it was shot really well. Like
I'm
looks
just
it.
shocked that you said Comethazine. Like I haven't heard from bro in so long. Like nigga, that was such a whole wave. Like
Yeah.
there was just new kids every single
Yeah.
week, bro. In like 2016, 17, like Maddox, Comethazine, like fucking X. And
Hey, but they all got their own little fan base respectively, like, you know, and a lot of people rock with Comethazine, like, you know.
you could almost go to your mom now as a kid and tell them that like you're gonna be a rapper, and it has like a little bit more like they might actually like back you up a little bit more. Like I feel like growing up for me, like if I were to tell my mom like I'm gonna be a rapper, she's like, what the fuck, like
Yeah.
nigga, like go if you don't sit your ass down and put on these
Yeah.
football pads, nigga, like what the fuck.
Nah, it was unheard of for a very long
Yeah.
time, for sure. But yeah, the internet, that's one of the beauties of the internet. It's also like being a designer. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, it's possible now. Like
yeah,
it used to be
super open.
damn near impossible. You feel me?
Niggas are like professional video game players.
Yeah, yeah, no, for
It's
real.
just
Like
crazy.
the professions, job professions have changed, and like honestly, at this point, the best thing that you could study is like a trade that is useful for other people. So whether it's like website designing or like maybe audio
Different
engineering or you know editing, whatever it is, like these are all like
Just like real
highly
skills.
requested jobs right in this, you know, current in this day and age that, you know, we live in. So job market's changed. Like a lot of people are going to school for different shit. You're doing like coding,
Yeah.
you know, like who the fuck was really doing coding unless she was like finna work for Microsoft 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
No, that's a fact,
You know?
honestly. And then it's like, if you're trying to be like some regular shit, like, I mean, I guess you still got like your plumbers and shit, like.
For sure. Yeah. Them
Definitely
trades.
farmers.
Yeah,
Definitely.
certain trades will never go out of business, but it's just so many new trades that's like just emerged recently that, you know, is like in demand.
Yeah.
You know, you'll just
Like definitely coding for sure.
you'll book gigs.
You think
Programming.
farmers?
Yeah, bro, definitely.
I feel like it's just like taken over by like big, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's taken over by like big business where they just got like it all game.
feel
Like
like
the niggas
maybe-
make corn out of like.
You think maybe like people in the future like are gonna actually be like, all right, yeah, this food is actually bad for us. And
Hopefully,
like kind
I
of like
hope
how,
it
like,
gets to that
already,
point.
yeah,
but-
they're already saying it right now, but we're so already like preconditioned to already think that, so we're gonna stop fucking with it. Well, the smart people are gonna stop fucking with it.
This
Somebody
There's so
felt
much
what you said
evidence,
last
yeah.
time too. Somebody reposted today, one of my homies, and it was the clip where you were talking about like the farming shit. And
I'm thinking about like I saw someone post something about like this lettuce grower you can put in your house. I'm like, I might as well just grow something at least, and you can sell something on the side. Like if it's mushrooms, sell those on the side. So it's like an extra like I don't know, maybe $100 a month or some shit. I don't
no,
know.
that's hard.
That is cool. I wish I could get into like at some point I want to get into like seeds and shit. You
Something
know,
for the
carry
little
around a little
backyard.
bag of seeds
Just in your pocket.
at all times. Just
I'm
you
just
know.
saying that shit gonna be important. Like
got spinach in there, tomatoes, all kind of shit. So when the apocalypse hits, nigga, I'm just that shit gonna be gold.
Set up a camp,
feel
just
me?
throw that shit over there. That
No,
shit
they
would be
say
gold,
when the
though.
apocalypse happens, bro, niggas is not gonna give two fucks about money or gold or jewelry or diamonds, whatever. It's like seeds is gonna be what's important. Like what can
That's a fact. I
sustain
believe
life?
that.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a commodity. You might get your throat slit for some fucking corn seeds.
That'd be fucking crazy, bro. I mean, shit. Let's jump into our first topic about. So, List just revealed that Balenciaga, and this was today, is the hottest brand in the world at the moment for Q3. So, I guess the way like this list works is just mostly like from searches, people looking it up from their website, Google searches, and just kind of like internet traffic. So, Balenciaga's number one. That makes sense. We were talking about outside.
Super, yeah.
They dropped the Simpsons. They've been going crazy with all the Donda shit.
Bro, their placement is impeccable right now. They have it on
Yes.
everyone that matters. Kanye, Kim, head to toe, and like not just Balenciaga, but like Balenciaga Couture. And this is a big thing too. Demna finally just revived Balenciaga Couture, which they haven't done for like decades.
That
I
was in
guess.
Paris, right?
Yeah, everything comes out of Paris, but yeah.
I think I seen James Harden. Kanye was there. I think even like Lil Baby was there. I watched the Couture show though.
Well, the Couture pieces, they're all one-of-one. So it's like if you like the piece that like Kim had for the Met Gala, that was like
Really?
Balenciaga Couture. Some of the shit Kanye's been wearing, it's more like it's, you know, custom pieces for Ye, but it's shit that's basically didn't come out. But the Couture shit is more like dresses and, you know, Couture is a very like highly valued like line for a lot of designers, where it kind of shows like they actual designing like capabilities and shit. Like streetwear for a lot of people, for a lot of like fashion purists, is like child's play. So it's like how like what kind of dresses can you make and shit is what people in the real fashion world kind of want to know. It's like what a lot of niggas can't do. You feel me? So
that's actually a fact though, because I really didn't know what Couture was until the Balenciaga Couture show, and then I started looking it up and then learned that it was all one-on-one pieces.
Yep.
Just like real, like I don't know, like the most elegant you can basically get.
Yeah,
is
facts.
like what it is. Type
every
shit.
fucking seam and line is like perfectly tailored to like fit that specific person. So
I would say I'm surprised that Bottega coming in at number 7 right now for Q3. I know they deleted their Instagram. I don't know if that has something to do with it, because they try to be like on some different shit.
wouldn't that make people search it more though?
I don't know, I guess, but like I guess the results are in,
Yeah,
boys. So like that, they're under
Honestly.
Nike, Louis Vuitton.
everybody wearing Bottega. Everybody want it.
with 2 chains, with the Rick mask, with the Bottega.
I love Bottega.
With the beeper on the side.
I'm very surprised. Nike's above them.
Yeah, Nike's above them.
It's crazy.
And we had it there forever, bro. And people didn't really know what it was.
Oh, the Bottega shit? Oh, yeah, in the mall? Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but Bottega didn't get sick until like they just hired a full new team, and like the main person who's been making the biggest difference, they hired this lady who used to be the creative director for Celine back when Phoebe Philo was there, and so that's why a lot of this shit is super. It's basically like
So a whole new team came
it's
in.
new Celine basically, you know.
Okay.
That's how I liken it to, just without Phoebe. And,
Are you like, are you still against getting Bottega like pieces? Because I remember when
absolutely
I hit the
not.
groups, Okay. Because I hit the group chat and I texted that like the 2 Chainz video.
Yeah.
You're like, I know that was like,
Yeah.
you're like, nigga, fuck that. I'm not getting a Bottega piece ever.
Nah, just certain pieces. It's like Gucci. I'm not opposed to wearing Gucci shit. You'll never in your life catch me in a Gucci logo tee.
Yeah.
Just like, cause you know, it's just I'd rather wear a Hanes tee, to be honest. But they suit, like I've been saying this forever. They suits, they shirts, the button ups, some of their jeans, cardigans. Like a lot of their pieces is beautiful, and you know you can't take that away from them. It just depends on what you choose to get from them.
Right.
Hottest men's product. Did you already read it? If not, I want to make you guess.
No, what is it?
It's just guess.
Hottest men's product?
Yeah. Right
like
now.
What do you mean, like T-shirt or hat? Or
No, more specific. Just like what, like this bag or these shoes.
Oh, from a specific brand?
Yeah. I have it on the list.
Bro, I already read it. So
He already read it. It's pretty
I'm not even
apparent.
mad at it, but it's like it makes sense.
Is it, what brand is it by?
It literally like,
I guess Adidas.
Is it the fucking Superstars?
Nah, it's the Yeezy foam runners.
Oh, all right.
That kind of makes sense as soon as you say it. Type
Yeah.
shit.
That
But
makes
for
sense.
women's, the hottest product is this Prada Raffia tote bag.
Mhm.
I haven't seen nobody with it, which is kind of like weird to me. But it's basically like a full like knit, almost looking like how would you describe it, Marco? Here, I could pull it up.
It looked like honestly, I've seen something like it before. It looked like a recycled, like something you would see in like Southeast Asia, like those recycled tie knit bags. Alright, UVs.
This is what's the most?
Yeah, that's the most. That's kind of crazy. Huh?
This?
Yeah.
No,
That's what I
fucking
said. I
way.
didn't even
Woven,
see
bitch?
it.
Yeah.
Have you seen one single person with this?
That's what I said. No.
It's fucking
Can you see it
rigged.
one more time?
I mean, maybe we just don't live in the.
Oh, here it's popped up.
We don't live where it's like popping
Like that.
Yeah.
But still, it's like the most searched thing. That kind of
Nah, I
blew
see
me
that
too.
nylon bag every fucking where, bro.
Right. Like I thought it was gonna be some shit like that.
Everywhere.
Is it the most searched thing? Or like most bought thing?
I know there's other criteria that they use, but mostly it's like searched from like all over or like just
But if they're searching it, they're most likely buying it. But what if they're searching it because they're like, damn, why the fuck is this $1,200? It's a tote bag, like.
type shit. But yeah, that was like some other like little shit. The Undercover Evangelion. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. Do you know how to pronounce that?
Evangelion.
Evangeline.
You know
But it's
what that
basically
is?
that famous ass like
Anime?
it got super popular in March last year or this year, and it was all the Undercover anime pieces. But they finally like went up to sale, and the prices aren't that bad. Like I think,
Wait, how much is the jacket?
bro, like the jackets are
The
like
one- the one you
600 for
can
the
change
purple.
it. The one you can change colors is 600.
Oh no, like that white one. That white one's like 8. So the big like crazy ones are like 8.
Damn.
And the regular jacket's like 6. That's actually not
You
that
think
bad.
that's worth it? 800.
Hell
for that?
yeah, bro.
That shit
If you
cold
have
as
like some
fuck.
shit like that, you see the red nigga, bro.
And you can change the color. You know you can change the color. With
I didn't
the,
know
like,
you can change the color.
Yeah,
All right.
I would go white or red for sure. And then if
For
I
that-
That's
didn't get
definitely
that, I
some
would
shit
go
you need. Like that's some shit I can see you pulling up in.
For the actual like quality of this and how big of a piece it is, that price point isn't that crazy. I know 600. You said 600 to 800. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Sounds absurd.
No, I think it's a good price.
To a lot of people watching, I'm sure that price sounds fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
To spend $600 to $800 on a jacket, but a jacket of this caliber.
Stop
like,
buying them Yeezys for 600, nigga, and go buy that shit. Like,
Nah, for real.
no, fucking with
this,
y'all.
I'm not gonna lie, like they didn't
I mean,
just
no.
put some bullshit together. This is like an intricate pattern. It's obviously like a good winter jacket. I always say a good winter jacket Whether you're looking at
Damn, it is getting winter too, huh?
Yeah, whether you're looking at North Face, it's what's a good North Face jacket cost? Like, am I tweaking if I say 250 or
know?
350?
Yeah.
How much?
Jason got all the coats. He's fresh from the shop. Yeah.
A lot of
Damn,
but
so you would definitely cop this shit.
nah, I feel it. And
This
like
camera went out too, Denzel. Yeah.
I know Montclair is big too for wintertime jackets. That's a little bit pricier.
Oh, Denzel put it on too.
But a lot of people who, I'm sure like a good percentage of people who watch the podcast, like, don't really spend that much money on clothes. Like understandably, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we get a good bit of like vintage shoppers and thrift shoppers, things like that. Even like, the homie be fly as hell. He say he don't really spend over like $400 on like any piece. And
Oh, AB, huh?
yeah,
That's
and,
a fact. I mean, shit, that's how I am too. But with like,
and it's like, it's cool, but it's you kind of want to be smart with your purchases. But
this would be a really smart purchase.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
a coat can last. Yeah,
I just feel like this is like I like this.
I feel like that's an
my
investment.
I fuck with it. Too.
Like
Yeah.
that's definitely going
Like
to
even if
go
I
up.
didn't like sell it later on, I'll just keep that shit.
No cap.
And just have that like that's hard.
I think a good winter coat should be like
another one.
bare minimum. I think a good winter coat, if you live in New York or Chicago or a cold ass city, $500 at least for a good winter coat, and that should last you like 5 seasons at least. You feel
You
me?
could just keep this camera on, yeah.
Huh?
What? Yeah. What? Some more coat.
We're gonna buy a new coat every year.
Facts.
Pretty much when they.
Nah, I feel it.
Every year you're gonna buy a whole fucking other one.
If you can afford to do that, 100%, yeah.
Actually, since we're talking about price and shit, I got this shirt today. Shout out
We should
Well
definitely
Worn.
talk about. My bad. Go ahead.
Shout out Well Worn Vintage. But they meant like their whole thing is like really good price points. Like it's just a small curated space out here, and he makes sure like he keeps the price as low as possible because he could have definitely just taxed on like a lot of the shit. He got like orange tab Levi's in there. He got like just other like a lot of little fly shit like art pieces for the crib, old vintage, like speakers and record players and shit. But that's really like if I don't want to spend, I'm definitely vintage shopping hands down. Like,
Even when I want to spend, I'm still going vintage.
Type shit.
Vintage got so much shit that you're just not gonna find on the internet, and like that's my like kink when it comes to like shopping for shit. You feel me?
You can find vintage on the internet too.
Yeah, but it's also like the vintage you find on the internet. If you're shopping on a good site, like certain pieces is just gonna be harder to find. You get me?
Yeah, it's true.
Like
Unless you
like
use-
I don't think I could really find that shirt, or at least it'd be hard
Some
as hell
pieces
for me
are
to
like
find
probably
that shirt.
impossible to find because
I
no
don't-
one would have them.
Right,
They'll
yeah.
probably like somewhere it's trash or
Facts,
whatever.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel like Depop is a really good one. Like to me, I look at Depop almost just like a thrift store though,
Facts, yeah.
because like there's so much just random shit people are putting on there for like 15, 20 bucks. You can literally just run it up like that.
I never bought nothing on Depop, but I know it's like that's the spot if you really want.
When I went to LA, I went to what's that?
Oh yeah,
store
how was
called?
your LA trip?
It was cool. It was chill.
Yeah.
You know? I went to what's that store called?
The real
Wasteland.
Oh, Wasteland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of like the same thing.
Wasteland
But it's
is
like
so.
But
Wasteland,
they like burnt though. But
Wasteland is so
Yeah.
ass now,
like, yeah,
bro.
they burnt, bro. Like
Like you used to be able to go in there and get some like Eddie Slimane Dior's for real,
oh, you
back
probably
like
still can.
back when I lived there. Nah, you can't.
You don't
Like
think so?
nah, things
saw
get
some shit in there,
nah, cause the market.
I saw some.
I know, but look, the market and you probably went on a good
Which
day.
one's
but
Wasteland? Is that on Melrose too?
It's on Melrose.
It's
Oh,
the
it's
one
on
with the
Melrose?
Peter Pan nigga in the front.
Nah.
Is it? I don't know.
Nah, don't got a Peter Pan
think
dude
it's
on the
dead.
front. But nah, like that's the thing. The market in LA is so fucked up at this point. Everybody goes there bright and early, like damn near every
Oh,
day.
really?
They'll go buy whatever the fuck it. Like people whole livelihood rely on like vintage shopping at this point, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a real thing. So niggas have full jobs centered around like going and copying the good shit and then just marking it up.
See,
and
that's
they
how I
have an
feel
audience
about-
already.
The Rose Bowl.
Yeah, so you can't find nothing. Exactly, same thing. You
But I
can't
think
find
niggas
nothing
still
good by the time
do,
you get
though.
there.
I can't say because I haven't been, but I think niggas still do. But I feel like that though. Like, so I'm having this battle in my head. Like,
You either got to get there
regular shit.
bright and early, nigga. You damn near spend the night. Like, yeah, you'll get some good shit. But if you go there at 3 p.m. after you yawn, nigga, like, you might get 2 pieces that you like. But,
after you on, nigga.
yeah, like,
Type shit.
you know?
But at least they have a whole bunch of shit because like they'll have like chairs, fucking. You know what I'm saying? You can walk away with something
Facts.
if it's not like shirts and shit.
Yeah, but the shit that sells and, like, you know, the shit that supports people's whole, like, you know, lifestyle and shit, like, is the, you know, the
getting
t-shirts
bought like
and the
that.
jeans, and yeah, it's all gone. That's how I feel about Wasteland. It's like by the time you get there, everything good is gone.
Oh no, I got some shit.
No, that's good. Like, you know, but you how long did you shop there for? How long
I
did
feel
you
like I
have to
didn't
look?
really go through there enough, but I don't know. It was kind of a lot of bullshit for like
For sure.
really high price, and then some of the stuff was just like
You spent an hour in there?
I don't know, maybe like 45 minutes, 30 minutes. 30,
Did you do any
45.
fun shit?
What's some fun shit?
I don't know. Whatever you thought was fun.
I don't
I
know.
seen
I
you
just kind of
posting
like chilled,
pictures of like
smoke, chill.
sake,
Yeah,
shit like that. I don't know. You thought
chill
you,
with the homies.
oh,
Smoke.
okay. You ain't go outside type shit.
Ate. Like to a club.
Yeah, club or something.
Nah, bro, you have to have a vaccine card. I don't
Oh,
have a
it's
vaccine
official
card.
now?
Yeah, like the event that someone sent me to said vaccine card. I didn't know, and I didn't take a COVID test, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
You're
like,
kind of asked
that
out.
was out.
Same thing with sit down restaurants out there right now.
No, I actually went to a restaurant in Bel Air and I ate out there. That was cool. The food was amazing. And
What'd you get?
Some shrimp and chips. Yeah. And
Describe
some
it more.
beers. Shrimp and chips. It's just like shrimp and fries, my nigga.
Fried shrimp from
Yeah,
Little
yeah, some shit I knew I could eat in it, like a cappuccino.
You were only there for a couple days though.
Yeah. I was just literally there for like a couple days and come back.
Kicked it with the homies type shit.
Yeah.
Tough. I need to go take a little, bro. I don't even want to say it on camera, but I'm gonna get my vax
You about to get it?
and
Damn,
type
don't say it on
shit.
camera. Don't say it on camera. But I thought about it because
Yeah,
like,
I
nigga,
got
you
my
gonna, like, what are you
vax.
gonna do, bro? Like that's what they were saying. Like, unless they make a law where it's like, bro, you
Bro,
could
I'm about to
like
get
do
some fake
everything.
ones,
like,
bro. I'm about to.
Nah, bro. Like if you get caught, they really might do something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, I ain't whatever. But I'm thinking on some regular shit. Like, bro, I just want to go to the club in LA. Boom. Like I'm trying to go to Universal Studio.
Yeah,
Boom.
as long as
I'm
you're
trying
not,
to
travel
if you're
the
not
world
going to,
with
yeah,
this
if you're
shit.
not
How you
going to
gonna
like
travel,
the
though?
airport with it, you should be good.
Honestly, that's what's gonna
Like
make
what if
me
they, what if
fold,
they
bro.
bring it to the airport? Like, all right, every airport, because that's what they're gonna try to do. Every airport, because that's like a federal thing. Or some
Actually,
shit
no,
like that.
no cap though. We actually can't talk about vax on YouTube. They be like really be putting your shit down.
Oh,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, all right, bet.
No
Oh,
cap.
okay.
But
Let's
we're
scrap
probably
all
actually
that.
like way too deep. Anyways,
Let's scrap all that.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm gonna keep it, but like, yeah. I mean, shit. Anything else? There wasn't like too much like hot shit like to put on the discussion, so I didn't really have like
I
too
mean, I
much
thought this
crazy
was some
shit.
cool stuff. Me and AB was talking about some like who creates a style. Do you think the designer creates a style, and people like get into it?
That's something you've been saying for a while.
Or do you think,
some
like-
designers?
What do I think? What,
Like
what
them
would the
think,
alternative be?
There's some designers pick up on trends. A majority of designers right now, especially, pick up on trends and are
Okay.
very trendy and very
The
like.
good designers create. Yeah, the good designers create the wave.
Ooh,
They
that's a
create-
good. That's a good discussion. Like, do good designers create a whole style? Do they create?
100%. 100%. Like, if you want to look at Demna, from back when Vetmont was popping, bro, this nigga was doing fucking long sleeves with open fucking witchcraft looking shit. Like, you
some
know,
crazy shit?
Yeah, it was like way different than anything. And cropped fits. Like, his fits were so absurdly different. This nigga would put shoulder pads in his hoodies and his blazers, and like he still does at Balenciaga. A lot of it carried over. But he was doing like the most absurd of shit, but it's just like,
So what can we all say? I say the biggest
bought it.
trend right now is like Y2K, right? Isn't that like the most?
The
like,
Y2K vibe?
for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I wouldn't.
so can we like?
I don't
Can we
think you can-
pinpoint who did that, or is that like?
I don't wanna
vague.
say
It's
like a
more
trend. I
vague.
just- it's a
Super
trend,
vague.
but it's like a kind of like a wave. Like,
You have like a lot of
'cause,
scene.
like a lot of our generation, we're just drawing back to that inner child.
You
So
got a
that's
lot
why-
of
that's why
scene
we're
girls on like Instagram who's also doing the Y2K shit, like Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton shit. Like, you know, they're doing it like in a cheap way. You get me? You get what I'm trying to say?
no,
Like, what? I just did see Miu Miu. They did low rot. low-rise skirts, low-rise short skirts.
Oh, from like way back.
Yeah, so that was like a thing that they kind of brought back from Y2K, and like a lot of the references they had was like Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and Nicole
like
Richie, and all these people. Obviously, that fits into the Y2K narrative.
Even this right here is like kind of Y2K-ish.
Is it?
It's the
I don't
next
think
step.
so.
It's the next step.
It's like it's
Trust me, bro.
Color-wise, I think
No, it's not.
more
I'm not
90s.
saying like the reference they're making is kind of like in that lane. It's like neo, like
This remind me a little bit more like this specific jacket. Definitely not this, but this I'll say remind me more of like, you remember when Prince Hakeem went to New York City for the first time
what you talking
and
about?
Coming to America?
No,
Yeah, I
where was
remember.
where was that nigga?
He had like the him and Arsenio Hall had like them jackets on with and like the New York tat. Like this is just some New York winter '90s shit. Like, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I see. What you're
I see
saying.
where you
I see
get
the
that.
colors.
I
in
see.
it, too.
Yeah.
Let's see where you get that.
But yeah,
Still kinda
if you want to look at Eddie Slimane, he did this whole like cocaine, skinny, fucking rich, depressed kid wave, and that, you know, trickled down into like ERD, and it trickled down into fucking whatever the fuck, right? Like
I feel like Rude started a wave too. Honestly.
It trickled down to Rude. I feel now Rude picked up from where a lot of other brands left off. I think
Like where? Like
Eddie,
You don't think he created his own type of trend?
nah,
Not with the faded
Nah.
vintage look. Not at all.
he did. All right, the vintage shit.
Like literally.
See, the only
I
reason
don't
I'm
know,
not
man,
commenting because I don't
man.
really know enough about Eddie to really
Oh yeah,
like
you're right.
partake.
You're right.
You know,
you're
to
right.
me,
I'm not that deep.
All right, the vintage washes. Maybe, but like, he's like basically he was a what's the thing, the bowl,
the Rose Bowl.
the Rose Bowl. He's like a Rose Bowl kid. He's been going there since he was in high school. So like a lot of his influences come from that and the whole vintage thing. So like
That,
you
Tisa.
do have a point for sure. But
It's
I
a
would
trend.
I would
It's a
also
trend,
argue
sure.
that I don't think it's out there enough to where it's like, oh yeah, this nigga started like
Do you feel like Rick Owens has created a trend?
fuck yeah. Like undoubtedly, yeah, bro. Like his shit's so absurd. No, you can't compare it to nobody else who already was in the game. Like,
Just because it's more drastically different?
bro, the
Or what do you
prisoner shorts, they're fucking like it's awkward fitting, and then you got skinny fit on top. Like his shit's just so weird.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the trend is like people like
You think
follow
people
on
caught on to
after
that
it.
and
Like
followed, like,
Jerry
the whole
Lorenzo
way?
is inspired by that. That's why his sweats are like drop crotch.
yeah.
It's not as crazy as like the pockets and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like drop crotch.
Yeah, people definitely
shirts
picked
are,
up
like,
on
long.
it. Even Rude is doing them yellow drawstrings,
Just
them
like
long ass yellow drawstrings for show, because it's like that's 1000% Rick Owens
Rick.
influence,
Some-
I could see that.
and it's subtle.
So it's a trend. So that's what I'm saying. You don't think Rude created a trend with the fade? I see so many like small brands that do that.
With the vintage tee, I mean, I think so.
but vintage was
Or
already a
gets-
thing.
it was a thing, but it's like it helped it get more popular.
I can't disagree with that. Yeah, but at the
But
same
even
time,
like it helped like brands like look into it like I don't want to make my shit fade.
look, yeah. Anytime you see a vintage wash tee, for the most part, you think Rude, but at the same time, you also had a lot of other brands doing it. Like ERD was doing the vintage wash shit for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
true.
and I'm sure if I go down the gamut, you could really find a few other brands who's kind of doing it before Rude. I can't none specifically come to mind right now, but even before Rude was really doing that shit, Jerry Lorenzo with Fear of God, he was doing actual vintage reprints, like with the
he
Fear of
was.
God
Oh,
bit
he
on the
was,
back.
huh?
That's what.
Yeah, that was
that's what
pre-Rude?
Vince-
That's
he-
pre-Rude.
Yeah, you remind me of that.
Because he
That
was like
pre-
the first nigga to really be rocking his shit inside out too, and then like doing prints there.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
So
It was a popular thing. He
It
didn't
was a
really come out of
popular
left field, like.
But I
look,
guess you got to give
look.
it to bro to like, you know how
He stamped it. Yeah.
Yeah, stamped it. I
For
guess
sure.
like when it always comes to like creating shit, there's always like, oh, you could trickle down, and then there's somebody who's like, oh,
Holding the torch
yeah,
for it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We did it now. This is where it's at.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, that's why I can't even like to say that you wrong with it at all. You feel me? Like you definitely have a very valid point, but I don't think it's as drastic of a trend as like making some shit that's just so ridiculous, like cool, like Balenciaga, for example. This shit is so absurd, but like he made it cool, bro. Look at what the fuck Kim Kardashian has on right now, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
You get me? Like,
I'm
but
still
it's
tweaking
now
off
cool,
that Kanye mask, off the recent one at the airport.
bro.
That shit is the hardest mask
white
ever,
face.
low key.
That whole outfit was the coldest fit I've seen
With the
Kanye
big ass
in
fucking,
at
like,
least
rain boots,
since
acid wash jeans.
since like Yeezus. That's the coldest fit I've
You're
seen
really
Kanye
geeked
in.
about that.
I love
That's
that
fire.
fit.
That like, I mean, I feel like you paid a lot of attention, no pun intended, to like, you know, like his fits and shit.
All for my whole life.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
kid. So for you to say that, like, okay, then that's
Yeah.
stamped into
That made me like that brought a part of my like you know
okay.
my
What?
inner youth
What
back
did
out.
it for you though? It had to be the mask, because the mask.
Nah, the
looked-
boots,
the boots.
the jacket, the fucking acid wash black jeans. The whole fit was just cold, and then the mask, and then the hat over it, and the headphones. Like
Yeah, the
the
hat
whole
over it was
fit
actually the
was
one.
so fucking
Except the
sick.
headphones.
He looked like it wasn't like he had a mask on and it looked like a Halloween costume. Like
It looked like that was him.
it just looked like it was him. It was so weird but sick. Like.
That shit was OD.
And it
hard,
fit
though.
in with Balenciaga's whole shit so well, like it was dope. And I think he just got it at a random fucking mask store.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, I seen him. I think I seen a picture of him shopping at a mask store.
Oh shit!
Like I think it was at the airport. I'll send you a picture of it so you can put it in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he just like was in that fit. Seen
This
a
is
mask
the best
store,
time to buy
went
the
in,
most random cool mask.
bought a mask, and then just like carried on with his day.
Yeah, that's fire as fuck.
Yeah,
That nigga different.
it wasn't even that. It wasn't even premeditated like we think it was. Like.
Yeah, he's different. He's
He
funny
damn
as
near
hell.
need to
That's all
drop
I know.
another album. He going so hard, just like
Yeah,
in
he might as
general.
well just drop another album.
You
Another
see everybody
gospel
making
album.
fun of
Put
like
Thug
his
on it.
haircut. To me, that's just some kind of like
what
whatever.
was it? It looked like someone just went like this.
Called the schizophrenic.
Just somebody,
Come on, bro.
like fuck this shit out of. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think it was anything. I think a nigga literally just fucked him up, like on purpose type shit. Like just on some crazy shit, like just cut my shit. Like, I'm like, all right, bet.
No, it's a fact. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he was. Yeah, I don't think it was anything. I think he was like, maybe just give me the crazy.
That's how far like this shit can go as far as like styles and shit like that. Like he's been doing different haircuts from like the beginning. Like he was the first nigga I seen with a mullet type shit.
Yo,
That booty
his
fit.
mullet was fucking hard.
It was tough actually.
His mullet was so.
That's some
fucking
shit somebody
sick.
would
I've
wear
seen
right
people
now.
in the store coming with harder ones. Like
With-
with the, you know, like when your hair gets all long, it's all curly and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga
But
do
it's
that
like
S
hella
curl in there?
long, bro. Not an S curl,
Oh,
but
shit.
like when it's like little, I don't know, like little coils type shit. When it's like long,
But what they got the rest of it like
yeah,
cut.
like faded, yeah. That shit.
Shit, I seen somebody come in with the reverse though. Or oh boy, you know who it is. The barber nigga. He came in like with a little bit up front and then like
What do you-
kept it like low in the back. Everything was a fade.
Oh wait, so he like cut the top half like.
So like this
like
is a little
ball at the
curly
top?
up here,
Oh.
and then the rest is like all a fade, like waves type shit. And then this
Oh,
is
yeah.
just a little curly. It looks kind of cold on. Like I've actually been thinking about that cut.
The
Like damn,
fade?
I kind of switch my own shit up because I want my own kind of haircut. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah, no, it
So
does.
I don't know. I don't know.
like Alton Mason's haircut is hard as fuck.
He has a
Keep
new
it a
haircut?
stat. Nah, he don't got no new haircut, but just his hair in general, like that's like a specific kind of like little swag for him, like with the little like V that kind of comes down to here, little like little froey is tough. That shit is hard.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. To be real.
Shit, I'm just gonna call that a motherfucking pod. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Gang.